Hello, welcome to my Trying to Get Healthy Again vlog. It's 8:21 on April 2nd, Wednesday. Yesterday I saw a Facebook video of underneath the pyramid of Khafre with crystals below. It was awesome, glowing blue crystals and copper wires wrapped around green pillars. I took a bunch of screen captures of it. From now on, every April 1st, I'm gonna look all over, scour like Facebook. Check out that underground pill. I'm gonna scour Facebook and like Instagram for crazy ass videos like this, the April Fool's videos. Just in case they're real. Just in case it's not a joke. Just to play fantasy. Anyways, okay, so oh my god. Oh god. Fuck, I'm starting to I'm like realizing, feeling extreme physical pain. Yesterday I was thinking it was like muscle pain. No. It's like toxicity that I can't escape. So, yesterday, and that's kind of one reason why I yawn all the time, is just proof that my body isn't working right, and my body is in pain from toxicity and lack of exercise and stuff, and it's actually spread to my brain. So I need to. I'm trying to organize my stuff. Not getting a whole lot done though, but maybe I am getting a lot done. I just don't realize it. Yesterday, I continued a deep cleaning on my floor. I busted out. I have this steam cleaner my mom bought me. See, I have these two ferrets that they're free roaming ferrets, and they poop in like 36 different places. Like they can't just poop in one place. And they poop everywhere on the wood floor. Yeah, and so this is like years of cleaning. I had to scrape up poop with these two new tools I have with my steam cleaner, a scraper and then the brush. And then went over it again yesterday. I made the first side of my steam cleaner pad black and the other one brown, and so it actually definitely helps with the smell in the hallway. I'm going to email prospective roommate and because somebody wrote a couple days ago. But I want to get on other websites to try to get a roommate. I've been on Boulder Creative Housing, and they call it Boulder Creative Housing. What, like you're creative because you're in Boulder or something? Well, I'm the most creative motherfucker ever. You see my website? But the only people who write me are anonymous people, like the bottom, like people who you don't know anything about them. They have a Facebook profile. And when somebody with a Facebook profile emails me and wanting to be my roommate, which happens when I have the ad up, when I renew the ad, happens once every few weeks. They don't even have a freaking picture of themselves on their Facebook. It's like, dude, okay, next. But somebody wrote a couple of days ago, and all he had was a picture, and I don't know anything about him, but I think I might write him back. Yeah, I always have the worst luck with roommates. I either can't get a roommate, or when I do find a roommate, they melt down on me for no reason. Just out of the blue. It's like there's demons in the house or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna get on all of the different other websites that I can around here. My mom got a roommate. She's 83. She got a damn roommate. So I'm gonna go to where she went. It's like the Boulder Rolfing School, and my website, dude, completely squashes my online reputation because of the frickin' people who live on the world right now. Bunch of retarded people. But then I can't get a job either. I should have taken a bigger loan because I'm gonna dry up my $70,000 this year. And hopefully, with the economy, they won't. I should have taken advantage of the interest rate that I got, but too late now. Or maybe I could go back and refinance. What? I got a job offer after 3 months of applying to every single job imaginable. I mean, if I could have applied to a toilet cleaning job, I would have applied to it, and they wouldn't have hired me. But I got a job offer to take care of old people. But that was after I got the loan, and I realized that this job I got that starts in May 27th, dude, like, I want to do a good job at it. Bike coach, and if I have to launch the big ass jumps to be a good bike coach. So there's no way I could get some full fucking job. Until then, be prepared, because that's how out of shape I am. So anyway, how did I get on that? But yesterday I was just cleaning. I mean, like, organizing. Oh yeah, I swept. I was taking apart my little Tupperware and sweeping, and then looking at Tupperware and fixing some of my hangers. Drilled a hole in my steam cleaner and hung it on the wall. I didn't fix my BMX bike flat, but anyway, at 3, and I slept in like way too long. I was like, I guess you could say depressed. Not sad, not emotionally sad, but feeling like overwhelmed, I guess, or need to just wind down or something. I don't know what it is, but I went to my mom's house and hung out with, she and her friend, her like high school friends, hang out with her. And then went to the dentist at 3. It's right across the street from my mom's house. And like, I went there 2 years ago and paid $100 to get diagnosed, to have my teeth looked at and cleaned. And they said I needed $1,700 of work on my teeth. And I didn't have any money, so I couldn't do the work. So 2 years go by, and then I'm like, that was 2 years ago. My mom's like, dude, you need to get your teeth looked at because you don't want to get a whole new crown. You're not going to be able to afford that. You're going to be one of these like homeless, toothless people. So yeah, I went in there and she's like, oh yeah, you need to start wearing a tooth guard. You need new crowns. Your teeth are like gone, ground down, and I don't ever ground my teeth. My jaws are never sore. I don't grind, never. So I must do it like in my sleep, like big time. So, and also acid reflux, she said, because that's something I had when I was smoking a lot of weed and like laying in my bed. So yeah, the acid. But she said my gums were in better shape than they were 2 years ago. Anyways, she said that all I have to do is pay like $250 today to get a filling. And that's all I need. Like, I got overdiagnosed 2 years ago. And I told him, when I came in, I was like, here's the diagnosis that I have. I was in here 2 years ago, but I couldn't pay. So I think they understood. Anyway, and then I came back here and was like, yeah, cleaning, dude. Props. Couch up and swept under it, and yeah, my place probably smells way better. Anyway, today, it was kind of cold yesterday. It was cold the last few days, which gave me an excuse, make me feel right about hanging out inside all day long. But it's cold today, and I'm like, and then it's going to be really cold tomorrow and snow and stuff, and I'm like, oh, good, because I kind of feel like there's plenty of stuff in my apartment that I need to get caught up with my life. I need to, go through my tax file, make sure all my taxes are organized. Like, I wasn't able to do that for as long as, like, complete the job the other day, because if I sit in one place for more than 5 minutes, my back starts hurting. Like, I totally destroyed my body on my website that everybody hates me for. That gets me ejected from society and unable to be hired for anything. Well, that's actually not true. People were showing interest in U5 education. So I seem to be treated as an at least an average human being when it comes to education, you know, because I got the hired for the summer camp, like bike coaching, and people seem to want to hire me for the U5 because it's like in demand. For some reason, nobody wants to do it. Maybe they don't think they're getting paid enough. It's 25 an hour. That's good enough for me. And it's part-time, which is perfect. I'm not going to look for a full-time because I want to finish my website, which nobody cares about. I need to start writing grants to people. That way, when I say which nobody cares about, it's not just everyday normal people, but it's people who see themselves in positions of power with money, and then I could actually qualifiedly say, yeah, nobody cares about it. But every time I mention it, my mom's like, don't do it, never. And then I'm like, okay, well, you're like, if you do it with me. And I'm like, okay, well, how about I'll just do it on my own now. Never! You'll burn the bridges forever! Because she thinks that there's a formula to writing a grant and that I'll get the formula wrong. So don't write the formula. My mother's a little bit wacky in the head. She doesn't allow herself to get filmed because she thinks she's ugly and stuff, and won't allow her voice to be recorded because she thinks her voice sucks. It's, well, crazy. Anyways, my brothers are the same way. I asked her if my dad would be the same way, and she said he'd be worse. So, interesting. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to, yeah, do the folders. I also have to get food. I have like no food. One way to help my health is to eat more. I'm not eating enough. That's one thing that got me in trouble. Kept me from getting fat, but yeah, it's just not enough like nutrients. So yeah, what I'm gonna do today is try to organize my files, fill out this form for the DVR. But it's the morning time. I had like insomnia last night. But I was laying in bed like with my eyes closed. It's not like I had the lights on or was fucking around on my phone or anything like that. I'm under exercise, so as far as like organizing and stuff, it's really behooves me to exercise first in the morning, do some kind of exercise thing, and then organize. So I think what I'm gonna do today is and not ride. I need muscle exercise. I'm gonna do my dumbbell workout, which totally, for me, because I'm out of shape, is gonna suck. And I just need to, on days when I'm not necessarily planning on riding, because I have to catch up on life stuff, I think I'll do the lifting. I could have done my run this morning. Running when it's cold, that's the perfect time to run because you don't need water, and so your range can go up and your speed can go up because you don't have to carry water and stuff like that. But Yeah, I kind of wish that I still had my gym membership, but I don't have the money to renew it. It's like $250. But it would be a little bit easier when you're starting out because I was working out a little bit before a couple months ago. But I got there. Yes, when I got my weight down to 178. Anyways, so that's my vlog. I'm kind of like struggling getting in shape. Yeah, because and also organizing. Oh shit! And now I'm sweating like a pig. I also sweat like a pig at night. My body is starting to not be able to tolerate like the diet. I've been doing too much sugar with energy drinks. And anyway, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I don't like these like transitional holding pattern periods. I was supposed to get my dirt jumper wheel yesterday, but it didn't come, so I'm keeping an eye on that because a really close eye on it because people around here get to my mail before I do, and a bunch of times on really expensive things. It's like crime central over here. Yeah, the last time that was stolen, the last thing that was stolen was that was the final straw. It was like 2 months ago, and then I just canceled my Amazon. I don't buy things online anymore because I had $100 worth of protein powder, and it fucking got stolen before I could even get down there and get it. So it's not from people in my building. It's from people from other buildings who come into my building, and because the mail people, they can't get in the building, so they leave it in the middle room. And then the people in the building are supposed to like bring it into the building, but they don't in time for somebody from another building to come over and snatch up my stuff. So, and I've noticed less and less people. I'm not the only one. When I look down there, there's not packages like there used to be. Like nobody's getting stuff online anymore in this neighborhood. Northeastern Boulder is the ghetto of Boulder, where all the thieves live. Anyways, they even break into my building and cut locks in the basement. Like I can't even store bikes in the garage. I store 4 bikes in the garage now though, but only the cheap looking bikes. Yeah, and I'm just up to the mercy. I just have to cross my fingers and hope that the thieves don't decide they want my funky looking bikes that are only like $150. It's like, if you want your own bike, can't you just get a job and buy a bike for $20 on Craigslist or something? Anyway, a couple years ago there was a lock next to my roommate's bike, I think, or maybe it was my bike in the basement. And yeah, I went in there. There's a freaking lock there because somebody apparently was in the process of cutting my bike lock when somebody walked in, and the person like ran and left their lock there because they didn't want to get busted. Yeah, so I took the lock into the cops and told them, like with tissue, and told them maybe they could fingerprint it and gave it to them. Anyway, okay, so I'm babbling too much. Yeah, I slept in. What is it, like 8:40? Because I'm trying to I'm trying to experience physical comfort, and the only time that I have a chance, because I live life like extreme physical pain because of my just toxicity. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah. So, anyways, so when I wake up in the morning, that's the only time I get a chance to relax, feel relaxed. And I was trying to feel relaxed this morning, but it just didn't come. I woke up feeling toxic. So, I guess I'll get started on my day. Organizing. I'd like to get my shit together as soon as possible so that I can start taking my history test. and pass it, because I want to get that on the internet. Because as soon as I take one test, that's what I'm gonna. That's what might be when I write a grant, but I can't write a grant until I take the test. When I say take, I actually mean pass the test. My England, which nobody gives a fucking shit about, not a single person. I tell people all the time, and they're just like dead zombies. It's just pathetic. People are fucking ridiculous. But I'll show you. I'll show you ridiculous people, because you're one of them. I know. Everybody's a goddamn ridiculous fucking loser. All right. Oh no, my internet's going slowly. Well, maybe I should say never mind. All I get is a white screen. Wow, that took forever. Oh God, I hope people aren't like sabotaging my website. It's just text. Anyways, this is my test. That's the 100 years, 1500s. Yes, I know you don't give a shit. I don't give a shit that you don't give a shit. Because your kids and your grandkids will give a shit, you dumbass. See? Check it out, dumbass. Anyways, so my goal is to, that's 300 things. My goal is to, 150 things. My goal is to get every single one 100% in a video. Just go, that's that. I'd probably have to study for like an hour to pass it. And then, and then I can take the test, put it on the internet. And then what I would do is ask people to take it. Right? Everybody else, the standards I would put on other people are way lower than the standards I'd put on myself. For me, I have to get 100%. But I can get 100% because I built the thing. If I were to ask somebody to just take it and put it online, that's like 100 million times more than anybody would ever do anyway. So I can't ask them to pass it. All I can do is, because that would require effort, all I can do is ask people to take it so that I can prove that they're so pathetic they won't even take the test. And that's coming from somebody who got a 2.3 in a fucking college and got kicked out. Kicked out of the education department in college so I could never get a job as a teacher. And I was in school until I was 23. My major was English and they told me I didn't know how to write. And now I'm here like, 100% on this, can anybody in the world just take it? And they're like, we don't do studying after school. Yeah, because the education system's fucked and that's why this whole world is fucked. Because nobody will take my test. You could fix the world if you just take my test. So that's why I'm like, let me pass this test and get it up on the internet. But I have to organize first. So anyways, that's what I'm up to. I'm going to upload this right away. Go into the store, the supermarket, and buy like, I'm just blowing so much money. God damn it. And buy like, yeah. I also need to get online and on all the different websites for roommates and see if I can write up a blurb to make my apartment look exciting to live in. To me, it would be exciting. But I have come to the unfortunate discovery that people don't like animals. You have parakeets flying through your house and they're like, ooh, icky. And then you have two ferrets and instead of people going cute animal, they go, ooh, icky poop. It's like, oh my God. People are primed and ready to be sent off to Mars where there's no animals. Elon Musk won't have any problem at all finding recruits to go off, live on Mars. People prefer to live in a sterile little room. Anyways, yep, that's what I'm up to. Yeah, I'm in kind of a holding pattern, I guess. But I was like that a couple of months ago. I was like twiddling my thumbs like, oh God, I'm exhausted. But that's when I had the relapse on the website. So I think part of my problem is it's like the overachiever problem. I put too much pressure on myself. And part of that is because I don't have any money, and it's like, well, if you work harder, maybe money will come. And then, of course, my mom reminds me about how I'm running out of money, hemorrhaging money. So that kind of puts the pressure on and the stress, and basically the lack of accomplishment, sense of accomplishment, lack of joy for making the website, because nobody else, all it does is cause me to fail in the world. And so the way that I feel happy about working on and destroying my body on that website was to focus on the next generation. You know, the people who aren't alive yet, who will benefit from, who will understand my website. Not live in this world, you know. Just to recognize that I'm one of those people who aren't famous in their time. They become famous after their time because they're just too early, you know. Like 20 years ago, I was telling everybody about the aliens and Planet X and the Anunnaki and Nibiru. 30 years ago, I was telling everybody about that. Nowadays, all the mainstream people are talking about that. And I'm trying to tell everybody where Atlantis is, but everybody thinks I'm fucking crazy. In 30 years, everybody will know that I was right about the location of Atlantis. And then I'll be saying something else from the future, like my website, Memorizing History, that they'll all think is fucking crazy. And then I'll die of old age. And then 30 years later, they'll be like, hey, check out that website. The idea of memorizing stuff in history. Oh, that was a cool idea. Type of a thing. So, anyways, I think I'm going to get online on Atlantis to blow off steam. I'm going to get online and I'm going to tell every single YouTube video I can find where Atlantis is. I did that yesterday. And on one video, do it on more videos. Nobody ever comments back, which is another crazy ass thing. Like, I've done it on like 50 videos, every single video. And my comment never got a single. The only comment that that me telling people where Atlantis got a comment from is one person, like a high school kid, made a volcano, one of those volcanoes that blow up, and they mentioned Atlantis. They're like, look, I made my Atlantis. Look, it blew up. It's for like a high school project. And I told them, and they comment back and said, dude, I don't know anything about Atlantis. This is just a stupid high school project. So, anyways, oh, and I write the CIA. I've only written them once, but I think I want to write them every single day, and tell them that if the CIA, because what happened was I found Atlantis, and you can download the file right now from my website, as far as I know. I need to fix. That's one of my other priorities, is fix the downloads, the Google Earth downloads, make it more accessible. But you can find it because the big ones are able to be downloaded. And I Google Earthed all the buildings that I found, all these like perfect squares, and the circle of Atlantis, in the middle of Atlantis, the trench. It was enough to rebuild Atlantis on Google Earth. It's pretty cool. Because then I told everybody about it, and then they depixelated it, and then they keep depixelating it more. Like, I looked at it last night, and like, you can't even see anything. It's just this like totally glazed. But I'm gonna tell the CIA that you know, you can pull the wool over Americans' eyes, but that doesn't mean we have this like world agreement. The Chinese and the Russians will do whatever it takes to destroy our credibility and to boost theirs. And if they realize, because they went there with submarines or whatever, that actually is Atlantis, and then they tell everybody that they found Atlantis and that they're pixelating it, and go and check out the Russians, like how that could cause a lot of people to turn against America and to start voting for people who like align with Russia and China, like fascists. They could use it as a weapon against us. That's what I want to try to explain to the CIA. Like, you guys should just pixelate that region. Just do it. It's 2025. But they know that if they pixelated the region, dude, it wouldn't... Oh, God. It wouldn't be that long until people start to actually realize that that is Atlantis, 100%. I actually could prove it now with my video I made in the beginning of August, because they pixelated it again for one day at the beginning of August. And the gods, made it so that I saw it on the same day that that they were doing an update, and it got depixelated for just a day. So you can see it pixelated on my video from the beginning of August. Yeah, and you can see the circle. It's pretty cool. And the building and everything. Anyways, that's enough talking. I'm going to get going on my day. Talk to you tomorrow.